Hey guys, today we are giving you our review of the Nintendo Switch. The Nintendo Switch was released on March 3rd, 2017 and is a successor to the Wii U. The Switch has two ways to play it. You can use it portably and play it on the go, or you can place it in its dock and connect it to a TV to play it like you would any other console. And we will go into the hardware specs, the price, the games, and finally some pros and cons. So without further ado, let's jump into it. Now let's talk about hardware. The CPU is a quad-core ARM Cortex A57 with a clock speed of 5 GHz, and the GPU has 256 CUDA cores with a 1 GHz clock speed. These specs are fairly slower when you compare them to the Xbox One or the PlayStation 4, but this isn't all that uncommon for Nintendo consoles. They don't usually try to make the most powerful consoles, they just focus on aesthetic and user experience. Despite the slower hardware, the Switch can still run games like Breath of the Wild and Super Mario Odyssey at a smooth 60 FPS. I have noticed some frame rate drops when playing Mario Odyssey, but it is usually small and doesn't ruin the experience. When playing portably, the display is 720p 30 FPS, but while docked and playing on your own TV, it can be up to 1080p and 60 FPS. The Switch only has 32 GB of memory, which is small compared to the Xbox One and PlayStation, but the save files and games are relatively small as well, and 32 GB will last you for a while. The Switch also has a microSD slot to give you more space to download games. Now let's talk about price. If you go to retailers' websites, you'll probably see $300. But if you did nothing but buy the Switch, then all you would be able to do is watch Hulu. Hulu is great and all, but what about the games? You will most likely be buying a game for your Switch, and the two best games out right now cost $60 individually, so a realistic price is $360 plus tax. As of right now, the biggest games out for the Switch would be Super Mario Odyssey, The Legend of Zelda, Breath of the Wild, Mario Kart 8, and Splatoon 2. Mario and Breath of the Wild both pulled multiple 10 out of 10 reviews, as well as Mario Kart 8 grabbing some 10 out of 10s and a couple of 9 out of 10s. So you've got some pretty great games to choose from. There are plenty of other games out for the Switch that aren't made by Nintendo, like LA Noire, Doom, Skyrim, and Rocket League. You might be thinking, there aren't a lot of games for the Switch right now. But the big Nintendo releases like Odyssey and Breath of the Wild have so much content and replayability that it will keep you busy for quite a while. There are also some anticipated releases coming up this year that will be more than likely bring more people to the Switch. Some of these games are the new Super Smash Bros., a new Donkey Kong Country, and a new Mario Tennis game. So with all that said, who's this console really for? If you fit into any of these categories, then the Switch might be for you. Maybe you're someone who enjoys Nintendo games. You played the Wii or the Wii U and you really like those games. Maybe you're a casual video game player, and maybe you travel a lot and just like playing video games. Well, if you fit into any of those categories, then the Switch is probably for you. With all that said, thanks guys for watching, and we will not see you next time.